A. All right, it's finally done. I have finally completed the challenge run. I didn't think I'd actually get this far into making the video, but here we are. Can you beat Xenoblade 2 Bringer of Chaos with only shield hammers? Alright, this is probably the most insane and most fun actually challenge run I've ever done. So it's really nice. It's actually really fun. But it wasn't easy though. Let me tell you that it definitely wasn't easy, especially the final boss fight. God damn, I wish I recorded my reaction because that was insane. But for the challenge run, I actually am using Poppy Buster, Cassandra, and Shulk. I have Poppy Buster on Nia, and the reason I'm using Poppy Buster is because of his battle skills. He has Hardware Acceleration, which increases auto attack speed by 25% and art speed by 20%. Not a huge difference, but it is helpful in a lot of cases. And Hyper Affinity Circuit, which deals 100% more and takes 30% less damage at max affinity. This actually comes in clutch a lot. Alright, Nia out survives Rex and definitely Morag a lot of the time. So sometimes I'm just like soloing boss fights with Poppy Buster and Nia. It's great. And the extra additive damage really helps out a lot because, you know, we need as much damage as we can get. And on Rex, I didn't really have a reason for using Cassandra. I just you know, like Cassandra, felt like she'd be best for Rex. Out of all the shield hammers, I don't really like many of the shield hammers except for like Cassandra, so I said, fuck it, why not put Cassandra on Rex? Also, something that helped out a little bit was Fortune. Her battle skill Fortune absorbs 30% of critical damage dealt as HP, and Stability increases damage dealt from the front by 50%. Now, I mean, both of them are like quite negligible, but you know, it's better than nothing. And Shulk, obviously, Shulk actually counts as a shield hammer, just like the Torna blades. His Monado is a clone of the shield hammer, and Shulk is a very good blade for a shield hammer and just in general. The main reason why I chose Shulk was because of his Monado speed skill increases accuracy and evasion rate of team by 40% at max affinity. Now, that's actually kind of huge. A 40% evasion rate is very helpful, especially when I'm playing Bringer of Chaos with only shield hammers. Alright, this shit wasn't easy, so Shulk helped out a lot. Also, something that helped was vision. Alright, you know, I got a vision tag for some very big attacks that would have, you know, team wiped me, one shot, Oko, whatever you want to call it, and just would have destroyed me. So the vision came in clutch a lot. Alright, and just an increased damage, increase 40% damage at max affinity also helps because, you know, we need as much damage as we can get with this challenge run. Now, the core chips don't really matter too much, but on Poppy Buster, I had Vote Marigold Nia, which increases damage dealt by 55%, affinity as max. The Voted Marigold Nia is basically a affinity max attack 6, so it's a hell of a lot easier to get than just grinding for affinity max attack 6. Basically does the same thing. Affinity max evade, you know, just so we can try to evade as many hits as possible. We get the increased 18% rate plus the 48% from Shulk at max affinity. You know, which I didn't really get because Morag died a lot, so it was basically just Nia and Rex most of the time. But that's a 58% increase to evasion, which is kind of nice. And then in the third slot, I actually had outdoor attack up for all three. but I had changed it to Shackle Blade Resist for a couple fights and just kind of forgot I had it on there. So it actually came in clutch in the final battle, so I'm glad I forgot about that. And for Cassandra, we devoted Marigold Nia, Shackle Blade Resist, and then Shulk, Shackle Blade Resist, devoted Marigold Nia. Shackle Blade Resist was replaced with Crit Up 5. I didn't really know what else to give him. I didn't think I even had any more outdoor attack ups. No, I do, one on Zenobia, but I didn't want to use that. And then Shoulder to Shoulder because we need to get to max affinity as quickly as possible. And then for pouch items, it's just kind of standard. Superior Jelly, Hot Ruby Steam Bun on Nia and Rex, and then Morag has Superior Jelly and Ice Pickled Cabbage because it's both her and Shulk's favorite pouch item is vegetables. So, increased effects from that. And then, not that the chips really matter, but the core chip I have on Poppy Buster is a Tachyon chip. Increases aggro drawn by specials and driver arts by 25%. Nia kept aggro a fair bit of the time, but it would switch every now and then. Cassandra, I also gave Tachyon chip, which has the same effect, and then Shulk also has Tachyon chip, which increases his crit damage by 25%. I went Tachyon because I need as much damage as possible. But Prion actually has more damage than Tachyon, but it lowers crit rate. So, and it doesn't really have any special effects. So now that all of that out of the way, let's actually get started with this challenge run. Now, normally I don't really start my challenge runs, or at least start recording the footage for it until after chapter 3, after the Akos and Malos fight. When we get Mithra, because we're not able to change the party or take Tora or anyone out of the party until after that fight. So that's when the real challenge run starts. But since this is a big fight, I still wanted to include it in the video. So I went down to the inn and put Tora all the way down to level 1. He only has Poppy Alpha. So put him all the way down to level 1 so he does as least damage as possible or he dies quickly. So Nia and Rex can basically fight on their own. But after that, we head up to the Jin and Malos fight, or the Malos and Akos fight, and see how this turns out. My main source of damage for a lot of these fights is just going to be using Cassandra's level 1 special and then Poppy Buster's level 2 special. And it actually works because starting, using Cassandra's level 1 special starts a blade combo, and the next level is conveniently a light element. So we can just use Poppy Buster's level 2 special and do a lot of damage, not only because it just does a lot of damage on its own since it's one giant blast of ether. Also, the blade combo damage is also pretty insane too, and it comes in clutch a lot of the time. Now here you can see Akos uses Checkmate and shackles Rex and Nia. I had forgot about this, and I didn't actually use any shackle driver resist, but I did use shackle blade resist later on, and you can see that the level 2 special actually was enough to move us on to the second phase of the fight. Now I actually end up getting saved here by Unbeatable, but it doesn't matter. I lose the fight here because Rex and Nia got shackled, both the driver and blade shackles, so we literally could not do anything at all, and we just got wailed on by Malos and Akos. But thankfully in the next attempt I actually came back and beat it.
Okay, watch this.
You're safe. This is what I'm getting away.
Stage is all set.
Are you fine?
Diamond swing. Chest. Sure.
Much stronger.
Malos, you need to be on your feet for the curtain call.
Eat it. Ah, I missed. Power hammer.
Why won't you try to feel
You're
stronger?
getting better.
I'm still getting stronger.
Now, after that fight, we go through Argentum to catch a ride to Mor Ardain, and while that happens, a thief steals Rock's core crystal, and from there we have to go to Uman shipyard to get the core crystal back, but we have to fight a group of Prophet, but I make quick work of them, so those are no problem. But after that, we go to Brigand's hideout and we fight these 3 thieves. Now, I did level up a little bit because I was worried about this fight because there's 3 of them versus 2 of us. Shield hammers, bringer of chaos. So I was just trying to be precautious. But yeah, Cassandra level 1, Poppy Buster level 2. I didn't really have to use those in this fight actually. I just used both level 1s and that was enough to take care of them. Now after we hitch a ride to Mor Ardain, we finally get to Mor Ardain, we have to fight Lila. Now the Lila fight always fucks me up in all my challenge runs, but here I actually clutched it out quite a bit. And you know, with the level 1, level 2, just the blade combo, the basic blade combo. And I actually timed this very garbage, but also kind of clutched because I used Poppy Buster's level 2 special as she's using ether barrier, so she's invincible. But thankfully, like right before the level 2 hits, the invincibility from ether barrier runs out and we get the blade combo. So normally I get destroyed by Lila in these challenge runs, but this one was relatively not that bad.
See, Grumps? I'm
I'm
getting better.
still getting stronger.
Now, immediately after the Lila fight, we have to go on and fight Morag and the 2 Ardainian soldiers, or 3 Ardainian soldiers. Now this one was not hard at all, and I thought that Bridget would carry over and like keep all the core or the ox cores and core chips I had given her in this fight. So if that were to happen, you know, Morag would be evading damn near every fight or every attack. So thankfully that didn't happen. But yeah, we easily take care of her with the blade combo, the stupidly strong blade combo.
I'm
See,
stronger
Grumps?
than this
I'm
now.
getting better.
I'm much stronger.
Power hammer.
Here we have our first encounter with Zeke. Now, despite being 3 levels lower than Zeke, he actually wasn't really that bad. And you can see how quick his health bar drains. So S plus trust on blades and max affinity really do help with your damage. They really do increase damage by a lot. But and you can just see how much damage this blade combo actually does. It's insane. But yeah, Zeke was not actually that bad for our first fight, but I can't really say the same thing for the second fight with Zeke.
Be careful.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah,
feeling
feeling
stronger.
stronger than
I'm still
before.
getting stronger.
Now after we actually make it into the old factory, there's different groups of Turkin we have to fight. You know, not really anything insane, so there's can't really see the need to include in the video. But after that, we get to the Giga Rosa fight, or just Rosa in this case. Yeah, it kind of went how you expected. Just keep on using the blade combo to, you know, do damage. So I don't think I was really ever close to dying in this fight, but yeah, this fight kind of went textbook for this challenge run, so this one was relatively easy.
Yes! Decisive blow!
Sentimental burst.
See, Grumps? I'm getting better.
Much stronger.
This fight, I usually always struggle with this fight in any of my challenge runs that I do. But since the damage for Cassandra and Poppy Buster are just so stupid at this point in the game, it really is no problem. And this is actually where we finally get Morag and we get our full team. But sadly, I'm not able to use Morag in the fight for the second phase when we get her because she has Bridget equipped, and that would basically invalidate the entire challenge run. So I have to wait till after we finish the fight to take Bridget off and equip Shulk. But after this fight, I also go in and change one of Cassandra's arts. I change Iron Wall to Mighty Beat because Iron Wall doesn't really help me at all. It's not even that great of a skill. Rex will just basically create a shield and heal over time, which is one less character that's doing damage, which isn't the greatest. So I just change it to Mighty Beat, which increases damage dealt to toppled enemies by 120%. The effect won't really matter, we just need it for damage so Rex can be attacking at all times.
Much stronger.
And as we make our way through Leftheria on our way to Fonset, I always make it basically a staple in all my challenge runs to fight this golden aspid right here. And this is one of the reasons why I brought Shulk for this challenge run, because the vision tags, and we actually get a vision tag for Dragon Wave, which would have one-shot me and killed me. So it's already kind of nutty. Where I got my revenge for all the times I was destroyed by this aspid. Alright, we got a vision tag on his strongest attack, and we just stay out here. We stay out here.
Experience begets wisdom. Okay.
Now, Zeke got his little revenge in this fight or whatever, but I struggled a little bit with this fight, mainly because Rex kept on dying early, so I couldn't really get the second blade combo off in time. I actually died twice in this fight, but in my third attempt, I didn't have to level up or anything. I just, had to manage the fight better and be more mindful, I guess, of when I use the specials and everything, and also just RNG played a factor. But on the third attempt, I finally beat Zeke.
Okay, watch this. Shining justice. Lend me your power. Eat it. Shining I can keep going. That's the stuff.
You look dizzy. Be careful.
Oh, shut up.
Now after that, we go through the whole Indol section. It's probably the most boring part of the game because nothing really happens for like 20 minutes, if that. But we get to Temperantia, and this fight is always scary. The Aishma Core power lines fight. So I actually die here a couple times. I think I did level up to like 37 here. I don't remember. But yeah, I died a couple times, and then I remembered I'm stupid. I have Shackle Blade Resist that I put on everyone because I remember I even made the Shackle Blade Resist for this fight in particular. I mean, also other fights it comes in clutch later, but specifically for this fight is when I decided to make the Shackle Blade Driver, or Shackle Blade Driver, Shackle Driver Resist. I use this for many other not speed runs, challenge runs, but this is where I actually equipped it, and it actually helped out a lot. And once I did that, I actually clutched out and beat Aishma. Now the Jin fight here was actually not as bad as I thought it would be. It kind of went how you expected, or maybe not, because it is Jin, so he has a lot of bullshit. he has Stun Swallow, which is a force launch. He has Heavenly Disrupt, which is a whole ass driver combo and is almost guaranteed death if you don't have Unbeatable. And he has Empty Moment, which is just an evasion attack, which has like 6 blowdown attacks. So I thought I was going to struggle, but I'm surprised that I didn't. But yeah, I took him out pretty quickly with, you know, the basic driver combo, or blade combo, practically verbatim at this point.
To a mortal.
Okay.
Ultra slash.
The future is ours to decide.
There's more with us.
Skyward slash.
I'm getting better.
Much stronger.
Now the actual Aishma core fight was kind of bullshit at the end because it killed Morag right before she was able to use Shulk's level 2 special. So there goes my damage. And then, but luckily I was able to get Cassandra's level 1 off right before Rex died, which allowed me to get the blade combo off. Now I don't think I really needed the blade combo. The Poppy Buster's level 2 special probably would have been enough to take it out, but you know, it's nice to have that little extra sense of security, I guess. Now after we get back to Indol, we go to Hayes' funeral, and then we learn about the whole poisoning, so we go and take care of the Turkin, and then it is time for the fight, the rematch with Gigarosa. Now this one got me hyped, because Rex died pretty early on, but I was able to solo Gigarosa with Nia. I almost died one time, and I got scared, but I was able to basically just take on Gigarosa with Nia herself. So like the extra 30% damage reduction that was a hyper affinity circuit, I think it was called, from Poppy Buster, really helps out. It comes in clutch. So yeah, this fight, nothing really insane happened, but I kind of basically just soloed Gigarosa with Nia herself.
Much stronger.
Now after that, there's a large portion of the game where most of Tantal, we go without really fighting at all. So we go back to Indol to catch a ride to Tantal. We go to Tantal, we get imprisoned. All of that happens. No any like fights except for the Tantalese knights down in the castle when we try to save Pyro from being annihilated. I took care of them real quick. But the next big fight, which I always like dread this fight, the fight against Torna in the Genbu Crown. Now this fight is very scary, especially like even in a casual playthrough it's scary, but especially during Bringer of Chaos when I'm only using shield hammers. All right, it's tough. It's very tough. It's not easy, but I did manage to get through it. I died like a shit ton in this fight. I think I remembered to put Shackle Blade Resist back on, and that actually helped out a lot. But I think I also leveled up a little bit. But yeah, I was able to clutch it out. I think with only Nia again. A lot of these fights, I just clutch out with Nia because Poppy Buster and that 30% damage reduction really does help a lot. Poppy Buster would be so much better if that applied to the entire party instead of just the driver. So that would have been very helpful. It could have been like Abundant Oceans from Xenoblade 3. But yeah, after we beat Torna, I take on Jin. Not much of an issue. And after that, we go to the very infamous fight against the Shadow Atoms in Opus.
Skyward slash.
Elephant press.
Now, we all know this fight and why it's so infamous, because the Phantasm, when they get to a certain threshold of health, they will use Moltis, which spawns 2 more Phantasms. But the annoying part about that is that they have full evasion while they're summoning. So if you don't kill them quick, you're just kind of fucked. And even if you kill them right after they use Moltis, there's already 2 more. So you're at a net loss. You're not even at a net gain. So it took a while, this fight. I didn't die at all or anything. I mean, Morag did, but that's no surprise because she dies in every fight. I don't know if it's because she has low defenses, because she's an evasion tank, so she just naturally has low defenses. But regardless, this fight takes a while, but I finally get the hang of it and how to pick him off. But something, I don't know if it's a bug or what, but at the end, for the last Phantasm, as he was using Moltis, I actually killed him. So like my attack completely bypassed the evasion, or the evasion didn't activate or whatever, and I killed him during the animation of Moltis. So the other 2 didn't spawn. I don't know if it's a bug or if they only get limited evasion, whatever, I don't know. But we beat him, and now it's time to go save Pyra and Mithra from Melos in the Cliffs of Mortha. Now, once we get to the Cliffs of Mortha, we get on to the Melos fight. Now, I was 5 levels below him in this fight, so I was not standing a chance, and I didn't even notice till like I had died a couple times. So I went and leveled up a little bit, and even then I still died to him. And like leveling up is really like the only thing I can do to make the fight easier. If I'm under leveled, I can't, really do anything and hope for RNG or whatever. So there's nothing I can really do other than to level up, and I only level up like 1 or 2 levels above the enemy that I'm fighting to not, trivialize the fight. So hey, if there's any other way, I don't know, but leveling up is like really the only thing I can do to make the fight more fair and manageable. But this time I actually finished Melos off with a light blade combo rather than dark light with Cassandra and Poppy Buster. I go Shulk and then Poppy Buster because he was close to dying, we were close to dying. Morag already had a special up while Rex didn't, so I was like, fuck it, I'm not trying to die and have to do this all over again. So same end result basically. We get level 2 light damage off, so hey, it was all good in the end. Now, I probably had the most trouble with this fight out of the entire game, which is no surprise. This fight is kind of brutal, alright, the Jin and Melos fight. So my main tactic or strategy, I guess, was to just focus on Melos and get him down to half HP so we can proceed on to phase 2 of the fight. But it's hard because multiple times Jin will use Demon Cloak like right before Melos gets to half HP, and it just ruins the whole thing. Demon Cloak is a taunt art, so he draws all aggro and locked on towards Jin. So it's hard, especially when Rex and Morag also keep dying during this fight. So I couldn't really do anything except get lucky with RNG, just hope Jin doesn't use Demon Cloak when I'm close to getting Melos to half HP. So I die quite a bit in this fight, but then I eventually do successfully bypass, I guess. Jin doesn't use Demon Cloak and I get Melos to half HP, and then after that fight goes as planned. For the second phase of this fight, we are forced to use Numa on Rex, and we cannot die either. It is impossible to fail this fight. So, and we are forced to use Numa. We can't, even if you have Pyro or Mithra unequipped, you're still forced to use Numa here. You can't lose. So that doesn't completely invalidate the run because it is a forced section. You have no choice but to use Numa. You're forced to. So that doesn't invalidate the run. So I almost invalidated it later on, but we'll get to that when we get to that. Now the next fight is down in the land of Mortha against these Goldo. So there's just a group of Goldo and we're forced to use Rex and Jin. So all I really do to take care of them is just spam my AoE arts, Diving Swing and Mighty Beat. Yeah, just get them all as low as possible and then just pick them off one by one. So nothing too insane. I'm surprised that didn't die. Not really, because there are a lot of them, but I'm like 7 levels higher than all of them, so I can't really be surprised. But yeah, this one was a quick little fight, and we only have a couple more guaranteed fights for the rest of the run. Now during this fight with Galea, the Infernal Goldo, the Infernal Goldo is Galea. Now it hasn't been like hard evidence confirmed, it's heavily implied, and it's basically, it might as well be confirmed that it is Galea based on the name plate that Rex picks up. So it you know, quite heavily implies that it's Galea, but that's irrelevant. I actually die in this fight once, almost even twice. I just kind of got unlucky with RNG and damage rolls and everything, but on the second attempt I actually don't really struggle all that much. And then after we get the full party back for the second phase, it's just easy sweeps from there.
Smash! I'm still getting stronger.
Now for this Jin fight, I was actually very underleveled, so the first attempt was kind of garbage, but after I leveled up, he wasn't really too much trouble. Now the Amalthus fight is always the one fight that I dread the most whenever I do challenge runs, specifically because of Sacred Arrow. It's a one-shot, it's going to one-shot, alright? It's very strong, especially if it's his Rage Strike. So, and plus it's Bringer of Chaos, so it's already stronger than it usually is. So Sacred Arrow is always the scariest part in like any challenge run that I do. So I popped off when I actually got a vision tag for Sacred Arrow. Alright, Morag and Shulk did come in clutch. You know, most of the challenge run, Shulk and Morag didn't really do anything because Morag would die a lot. But this time it actually came in clutch and we got a vision tag for Sacred Arrow the first time. And then he was going to Sacred Arrow again at the end of the fight. But luckily, Poppy Buster clutched that out and got him right before the Sacred Arrow came down.
Why not? Diving swing! Diving swing! Diving swing!
I'm still getting stronger.
Now, after the shadow fights, which weren't really an issue at all, except Tora tanked damn near every single hit. So like 98% of the hits, Tora would tank. So, I mean, that's nothing really notable for the shadow fights, but this is the moment the entire challenge run has been leading up to, the final fight with Ion. Now, right off the bat, you could probably tell that Rex has Godfrey and Rock equipped. For whatever reason, they just equip Rock and some other random blade onto Rex after the shadow fights. I don't know why, but I didn't really notice that until he charged up his level 1 special. I was like, okay, that's not supposed to happen. That's just going to invalidate the entire run on the final fight of the game. But after this, I just kind of sheathed the weapons and just kind of waited for Ion to just whittle down the health. But I forgot I can literally just jump over the fence, over the railing, and just reset the fight. But now that we're actually in the fight, shield hammers only. Now this fight took a while. It took around half an hour to 40 minutes because Ion just has so much health and shield hammers do so little damage that we just barely chip away at his health bar over and over. And then I actually got pretty far with Nia in the first attempt. Rex and Morag died, so I kind of had to solo him with Nia, and I was actually getting pretty far, and then I just got unlucky with healing and I died. And then same thing for the second phase, I was doing fine, or not even second phase, second attempt. I think I got to the second phase on the second attempt. I got the second phase on all three, but yeah, Siren Buster didn't really help because at the beginning of the second phase he'll use Siren Buster and damn near wiped out Morag and Rex. Morag was left with like 1 HP, Rex almost died, and then Morag died, no surprise. So, and then after, a little after that, just got unlucky with healing, Rex died, and then Nia, I almost clutched out with her again. I even took on both of the servants that he called. I just spammed a level 2 special, which does quite a bit of damage on its own, so that's kind of nice. But again, I just got unlucky with healing and I died. And then finally the third attempt, I forgot I could just go around to the corner, like to the very corner edge of the little arena, and I would still be able to, you know, auto attack him while he moves backwards. Because if you go all the way up in the middle to the little railing, you could still use arts, but she's too far away to auto attack. So if you just go around the side to the corner, still auto attack and everything, and that came in clutch. So I used my chain attack to avoid one of the Siren Busters, and then I think I also got a vision tag for another Siren Buster, which was just insane. No. I was thinking of Sacred Arrow. I don't know. I used chain attack to bypass one of the Siren Busters, and then at the very end, we were so close to the end of the fight. At the very end, he used Prometheus, all right? He used Prometheus right before he had such a little bit amount of health left. And this is what happened.
With all your strength!
Elephant press!
Blade master! Diving swing! Yeah. Let me do it. I've waited for this all day.
This is the end! Magnificent!
We can change the future.
Much stronger.
And with that, I did it. I beat Xenoblade Chronicles 2 Bringer of Chaos with shield hammers only. This was a wild ass challenge run. This shit was insane. Now, maybe I could have done it a little better. Maybe I could have went into more detail on some of the fights, or not sped them up as much. But I don't know. This is my first ever like official challenge run in like one big video. Because my other challenge runs, if you see, before I started making all Xenoblade 3 videos, I started, you know, I was beating Xenoblade 2 Bringer of Chaos with this character only. I did Nia only, and then I did Morag only. I started Zeke only. I didn't finish that, but yeah, I kind of just did like a whole playthrough of it. So I just played through the whole game and just recorded everything, and, you know, just basically did it as a playthrough. So there's multiple parts, but I feel like it's better to just do it in one big video because people are more likely to watch it and it's more digestible. So hey, here it is, my first time doing like an actual challenge run. So I'll get better at it. The video's kind of trash now with like the editing and everything, but eventually I'll get better at it. One of my inspirations for actually like doing challenge runs like this is Niarli. He is a Mega 10 content creator, and he does all different types of challenge runs for Persona and SMT and all that. So I watch those all the times, and that was kind of my inspiration for this. But also I just wanted a reason to go back and play Xenoblade 2 again, because I haven't played Xenoblade 2 since before Xenoblade 3 was even before Xenoblade 3 came out. So it's been a couple months. All right, I just wanted a reason to come back and play my favorite game of all time. All right, and then coming back and beating it again and then watching the ending cutscene again, I just, oh my god, it just made me love Xenoblade 2 more than I already do. Xenoblade 2 will forever be my favorite game of all time. Nothing will ever come close to Xenoblade 2. Nothing can trump it. Nothing will ever come close. This will forever be my favorite game. God, it's such a phenomenal and immaculate game. It's just, oh, it's the greatest. But yeah, I had so much fun making this video. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I haven't been making videos like I used to. Like, I had this video in the making for a couple months now. I started working on it before Xenoblade 3 came out, and then, or like a month after it was released, or fuck, I'm getting my shit fucked up. A month after Xenoblade 3 was announced, I kind of like put this on hold to start making, you know, all the Xenoblade 3 content. And then I did the playthrough for Xenoblade 3, and then after the playthrough, I kind of got burnt out from YouTube. Got like a massive burnout and just lost the motivation, because I had been uploading damn near every single day for like a month and a half, maybe something like that, which doesn't really seem that long. But I also had, you know, work and school to worry about while also trying to upload daily, so it was just a ton of shit all at once. So I kind of just had to take a break. So my videos since like the Xenoblade 3 playthrough haven't really been as detailed or in depth as they were before. And I remember I ran a poll and majority said they wanted to see more in-depth videos. So I do want to get back into making more in-depth videos and just more detailed, you know, videos with substance and not just some stupid shit that I come up with. But yeah, this one was really fun. I love this challenge run. Poppy Buster, see, people were sleeping on Poppy Buster saying it's bad character or bad blade because it's a shield hammer, whatever. But no, Poppy Buster came in so clutch in this fight, or in the whole challenge run, so many times. Like, my appreciation for Poppy Buster has gotten a lot higher now. But yeah, I had to re-record this like final part so many times, but I already had to re-record all my commentary throughout the entire video anyway, because it got corrupt. Not even corrupt, but like there's just a bunch of game audio in with my actual commentary, and couldn't even hear me over the music. So I had to re-record like an hour and 2 hours worth of worth of audio. I don't even know how long this video is, but I'm talking too much, y'all. That's not what y'all are here for. So not really sure what my next video is going to be, but I'll see you in that next one. So as always, thanks for watching. Have a damn good day. Stay safe, be well, and play some goddamn Xenoblade.